Hi everybody, and welcome to another tutorial by the Rock U School of Music. Today we're going to be talking about the very cool E7 sharp 9 chord. Let's get right to it. Okay, so the E7 sharp 9, let's talk about what the first number in the chord means, 7, right? So it's a dominant chord. Dominant means you have a 7th note from your scale that's lowered by a half step. Okay, so in the key of E, we have 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D. So we go up to the 7th note, which is D, and instead of D sharp, we're going to bring it down a half step so it's a D. So a regular E7 chord would be the notes E, G sharp, and D. The 5th is kind of a note that's just a harmony note. The 5th doesn't always have to be included. So we have our 1 right here, our root, our E, our major 3rd right here, our G sharp, and our lowered 7th step, our D natural. Some of you might know this form of the E7 chord right here in the first position. Right? If you want to include your 5th, you could just take your pinky off of that chord right there, and your open B string would be your 5th. So when we add the 9 to the chord, that's called an extension, okay? So we're not just doing a regular 9. A regular 9 would sound like this, your typical kind of like funk or James Brown type sound. That's a 9 chord. This is a 9, but we're taking our 9, which in this case is going to be an F sharp, and we're sharping that. So we're raising that a half step. So we're going to raise that F sharp to a G, okay? So the resultant chord is this, E7 sharp 9. You know, I played Purple Haze in the intro, also known as the Jimi Hendrix chord, right? Because he used it in like every song. He used it in Purple Haze, he used it in Voodoo Child, he used it in Foxy Lady, he used it in many, many songs, okay? So the cool thing about this chord, you might notice that there's a lot of tension in this chord, right? There's a lot of tension because we have a minor 3rd, the G, which is also can be considered our sharp 9, which I said before. We have a G and a G natural. So listen to that tension. It's kind of ugly when you play them kind of singled out like that by themselves. But in the whole chord overall, it's a very cool sound. This chord kind of comes from jazz. A cool example I can think of that uses this song is a Wes Montgomery song called 4 on 6. Check that song out. He uses an E7 sharp 9 at the end of the tag at the beginning of the song. A couple other examples. How Many More Times, Jimmy Page, at the part where it's like, oh Rosie, oh girl, oh Rosie, oh girl. And they go into, actually, at that part of the song, they're kind of appropriating or stealing, depending on how you want to look at it. They're doing a bit from The Hunter by Albert Collins. So, yeah, that whole part. This part is their riff. You in the sight of my... All that part is The Hunter from Albert Collins, just in case you didn't know that. It's not completely original there, but they appropriated it in a cool way, so can't really fault them for that. I played the Purple Haze example. Another cool example that I can think of is Funk 49 by the James Gang. It's a tag at the end of that riff. I'm going to include a couple little examples of people playing the E7 sharp 9 chord in real songs so you can hear that as an example. I'm going to also include little chord charts so you can play the E7 sharp 9 here or the E7 sharp 9 in the first position right here. Alright, I hope this lesson was useful for you guys. Please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, a like, leave a comment in the bottom if you want to see future tutorials or have ideas for us to cover different concepts or songs. That's it. Thanks a lot.